Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live Weather Authority coverage starts right now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thursday afternoon. We are looking at dry conditions right now, but tell me, how's your Thursday going? I hope you guys are all doing great. Not the best of days out there, a little bit dreary out there right now. And if you are heading out later on today, it's not going to be the best of evenings as well, as we are going to see a little bit of rain and even a bit of a wintry mix move in as we head into later on today. But again, tell me how you're doing. Any big plans for the weekend? Hopefully you're doing something fun because overall this weekend is looking nice and it will be nicer for the weekend compared to what it is right now across the state. So we are going to see some rain and wintry mix move in. Let's first look at the temperatures across the state. Right now we have temperatures generally running in the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees for most areas. We have 39 degrees in Portland, 37 over towards Sanford. It's 40 right now in Wiscasset. Down towards Portsmouth, the temperature is right around 41 degrees. So I am expecting generally a rain system. I don't really want to call it a storm, so I'll call it a rain system down towards the Portland area, because I think it's not going to be that big of a deal down towards Portland, as temperatures are going to be above the freezing mark for pretty much the duration of this event. So this is going to be a rain storm for much of the coastline. But as you head up towards the north, especially north of Lewiston and Augusta, that's when things are going to change a little bit. That's when we are going to see a wintry mix with some snow, a bit of sleet, even some freezing rain, and even plain old rain for later on this evening and tonight. But throughout the duration of the event, especially for the afternoon and evening, this is going to be rain for a good part of the state. And then that rain snow line will lift up to the north as we head through the afternoon, or really through the evening, I should say. So here we go with the headlines. Throughout the next several days through the weekend, we are going to see rain and mix develop later on today. And then that moves in and eventually moves out of here as we head through the overnight period. But I think it generally starts 2 to about 5 p.m. I was saying 3 to 6 earlier. I posted that on my Facebook and Twitter. But I think it's going to be more a 2 to 5 as temperatures as some of this precip is just off to our west already. There could be a little bit of dry air that will halt just a little bit of that precip from actually reaching the ground in the beginning of this system. But it looks like having the snow and sleet just off to our west right now, it may start a little bit earlier than maybe anticipated. The good news is it does dry out for the day on Friday. It will be on the windy side, though, and temperatures will fall a little bit through the afternoon. If you remember last Friday, temperatures crashed throughout the day into the teens, then the single digits, and then below zero. Nothing like that. We're going to see temperatures around 50 as we head into early on Friday. And then by the time we get to later in the day, temperatures may be around 43, 44 degrees. So temperatures will fall a little bit throughout the day as some cooler air works in. But again, nothing compared to last Friday. So we'll see clearing skies. Then there's a storm system to the south as we head into the day on Sunday. Right now, it looks like that will stay to our south. That has been the general idea for the most part, as we are going to stay dry likely as we head into Sunday. And here we go with the Doppler radar. You can see that we are dry. Portland, Portsmouth, Freiburg right now along 95, 295. You're looking good if you are traveling now through about, say, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But take a look over towards I-91 traveling from New Hampshire all the way up through Vermont, St. Johnsbury. Now we're starting to get into a little bit of a precip. And for the most part, we're going to see a little snow and sleet up towards those areas. And areas like Freiburg up through Rangeley, you are going to start a snow and a wintry mix. And I think the rain snow line will eventually work its way north as we head through later on this afternoon and evening. So let's zoom out just a little bit more. And you can see that we are mainly dry, not only for the state, but just to our south as well. There are a few snow showers, sleet pellets, rain showers down towards southern New England, Connecticut, Massachusetts right now. But notice the bulk of the precip, the heaviest precip, is in areas like New York right now. Buffalo looking at some heavy rain. And let's zoom out just a little bit further. It's kind of an odd looking storm, if you ask me. Very elongated storm system bringing snow to areas over towards just north of Chicago right now. And, this is a very weird looking storm system. And I think areas like southern New England, for the most part, aren't going to look at any heavy precipitation with this, just some scattered rain showers for the most part. But we are going to get into some steadier precip here across our area as we head into later on this afternoon, evening, before winding down as we head into the overnight hours. The wind speed's not too bad. It looks like winds are trying to just funnel in right to the Portland area right now at around 10 miles per hour. And over towards Rockland, the winds sustain at about 7 miles per hour. So really not a big factor with the winds right now. I think they will pick up a little bit as we head into later on tonight. And then by the time tomorrow comes, I think the winds could gust upwards of 25 to 30, 35 miles per hour. And here we go with the forecast for today. This is specifically for the Portland area. If you're up towards Freiburg, if you're up towards Rangeley, the forecast is different. I'll show you a little more detail on that coming up in just a little bit. But here is the Portland area forecast, clouds through about 2-3 o'clock. And I think rain showers will develop, becoming steadier through the evening. And notice the temperatures well above the freezing mark. So really there's no issues for any snow, any sleet, or any freezing for the Portland area. This is a rain event, and it is going to pretty much stay a rain event for Portland and areas south from the mid-coast down through coastal York County. This is a rain event for you. Most of York County, I should say, this is going to be a rain event. And then up towards the north, that's when things will change just a little bit. Now, Freiburg, temperature this afternoon of around 39 degrees. I could see that going down a little bit as some of this snow and sleet tries to work in. Augusta, you could see very, very minor accumulations, maybe, I don't know, half an inch, maybe a half an inch to an inch at most. I think areas like Augusta over towards Lewiston. I'll show you the snowfall map coming up in just a little bit. But I think most of those areas, the rain will eventually make its way in as that rain snow line will move in to the north up through Augusta and Lewiston as we head into later on tonight. And I could see a situation where the rain kind of just washes away any of that new sleet, any of that new snow up towards areas along 95 from Lewiston over towards Augusta. High temperatures typically in the low to mid 30s, so definitely above the average. So here's that storm system. And this is why it's such a weird looking storm, in my opinion, is the area of low pressure is over towards Chicago right now. And we have an occluded front that runs through a good part of the Great Lakes region, and just a very long, warm front with that. And this is going to move well to the west. If you want snow, you need this storm system to pass to the south of you. You want it to move over areas south of Cape Cod, over the ocean. And that's just not going to be the case. You notice, as I was mentioning, two areas to the north and west typically see snow with storm systems. And you can see over towards areas like Milwaukee and Green Bay, they are looking at snow with this storm system as it is moving to their south and east. So this moves to the west throughout the afternoon and evening as it eventually moves in. Notice a steadier precip moving into the state as we head into 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon and evening. And then the warm front moves through, and that's just really going to up the temperatures. Temperatures will climb throughout the night into the 40s to near 50 degrees, which is why the technically high temperature tomorrow will be around 48, 50 degrees. And that's going to occur early in the morning, overnight tonight, as that warm front moves through. But then the cold front passes, the winds shift out of the north and west, and that's why temperatures are going to drop a little bit as we head into tomorrow. But notice by 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, precip is gone. We are looking at cloudy skies, but then I think we will see a little bit of clearing as we head through the daytime on Friday. So here's a closer look to home. You can see 37 degrees around 5:30 in the evening here in Portland. Rain showers down there. Rockland, this computer model shows maybe a few snow showers very early in the event for like 3, 4, 5 o'clock. And then eventually the rain moves in. You can see that rain snow line I'm sorry. I don't know why that went through so quickly. Maybe I clicked on the wrong graphic. Anyways, I'll just talk about it. The rain snow line moves north of Augusta, Lewiston, areas like that as we head through the afternoon. And I think most areas are going to see very minor accumulations with this system. And as we move through the day on Friday, we'll notice the sunshine and temperatures, I think, are a little bit too mild here at 12 o'clock. They're going for temperatures in the upper 40s to near 50. But then notice by 4 o'clock, the sun is still technically out. And all of a sudden, the temperatures go from 50 to 43 here in Portland. So they are going to drop as we head through the daytime today. And then Friday afternoon, the sunshine will return. But here we go with the snowfall map. Again, this is not a big event for the state of Maine. Very light, if any, accumulation down towards the coast. Most of York County won't see any accumulation at all. Lewiston, Augusta, maybe a coating to an inch. Areas up towards Rangeley, 2-3 inches of snow possible. Once you get up towards northern Aroostook County, I think that's where you could see snowfall accumulations upwards of 6 to 10 inches of snow possible. So we'll see what happens with that. Of course, that's out of our viewing area, but up towards the far northern part of the state, that's where you could see pretty good snowfall accumulations, of course. And then this all moves out overnight tonight, and then we dry out as we head into the day on Friday. So overall, the next couple days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, looking pretty nice. Temperatures in the upper 40s for the day tomorrow. Temperatures drop, though, as we head into the afternoon, and it will be on the windy side. Expect wind gusts upwards of 25 to 30, 35 miles per hour. And then the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, look at those temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s. Expect some melting as we head through those through the daytime today. And it's also important to mention that temperatures could be in the upper 30s to lower 40s. So with that, you are going to see melting. And then temperatures drop a little bit below freezing overnight on these nights. And that is when you're gonna run the risk of maybe a little bit of icing as you head through the morning hours on these days, because of course with the melting, and then especially along the sides of the roads, the sidewalks could be a little bit slippery as it freezes overnight on these couple days. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Clearing skies for the day Friday. Rain develops again over the next couple hours here along the coast. A mix in snow inland. And then the weekend really is looking pretty nice, especially considering it's February 9th. So early to mid-February, you're talking temperatures upper 30s to low and mid-40s. That's not too bad if you ask me. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we are mainly dry. Two things I want to talk about later on Sunday. There is a storm system to the south of us. I think even areas like Connecticut, not really that big of a deal. Areas in southern New England, not really a big deal, as this storm system is going to pass to our south. Monday, we are looking mainly dry as well. And then as we head into later on next week, there is another storm system right now. Again, does not look like a very cold event. I do not see any big storm systems, any big snowstorms over the next 7 or 8 days. I have looked a little bit further out at some of the long-range computer models. We have to watch like late February, early March to see if we can get into some colder air. Of course, with the colder air, you need moisture, and eventually that will bring on some of the snow. So there's a lot of key factors to see if we can get a snowstorm as we head into later on February, early March. We'll see what happens, of course, with that. Because, I mean, look at us. We just dealt with one of the coldest outbreaks that I've ever experienced, and we didn't see a drop of snow, flake of snow. You not only do you need the cold, but you also need a storm system to develop. So we'll see what happens. It looks like, Adam, you're pretty excited for it. I'd like to know how from far inland, unless you're down towards the coast and you enjoy the rain. But if you're looking for the snow, I hope you're a little bit further north, up towards Freiburg and areas like that will actually see a little bit of snow. Sandra, I hope you're doing great. Miss you guys down in Connecticut as well. And hope you guys are all having a great Thursday. I have to get ready for the noon. I have most of it done already. But I am going to log off because, again, I have to get ready for the noon show. So tune in for the noon if you are around. Maybe you're just hanging out at the house on this cold, dreary, cloudy day as rain and snow moves in across the state. Tune in to the noon. I'll have the latest forecast, any updates for you. And again, have a great Thursday. Have a great weekend and enjoy your day.